What's up, Canton? And conspiracy curious viewers coast to coast, you are tuned into Chronk's Greatest Hits. The only countdown where the charts are rigged, the vocals are distorted, and every track was produced under oath, and then later retracted. We are the only show where the truth is a deep cut. The cover-ups are remastered, and the only thing missing is a timeline. I'm your host, Dixie Normus. Tonight, we're dropping straight fire from the vault. These hits, so hot they burned holes in the police reports and fried a few dash cams along the way. Live for Fairview Drive, the only street in Canton where Wi-Fi is stronger than the police reports. This first banger comes from the man who made a heroic 911 call about absolutely nothing. It's a power ballad featuring bonus vocals from Select Board Chicken Nugget Mike Loughran, who bravely filed a police report to stop peaceful protests in front of his house, all the time running the government through Zoom in his dining room, possibly in his pajamas. Yeah, while the town burned down, he hid behind his webcam because nothing says public service like trying to mute the First Amendment with a double click in a screen full of uninterested politicians. This one is marinated in lies, dipped in panic, and deep fried in public shame. You're listening to Absorb. The song, Canton Police Department allegedly tried to redact, but we're going to crank up that volume anyways.
You know, I sit here meeting after meeting and absorb what I absorb, and that's fine.
I sit here meeting after meeting, sipping ice dunks, barely breathing. I absorb what I absorb, yeah, that's a quote, like a wet sponge in a Select Board coat.
And absorb what I absorb, and that's fine.
I'm not saying I'm wicked smart, but I play the part with all my heart. If someone speaks and I don't agree, well then it's misinformation, obviously.
Speaker gets up and they spread disinformation.
I absorb what I absorb, but that's fine. Just don't ask questions or cross that line.
You also have the courage to look in the mirror and ask hard questions.
Truth's a tricky thing in a town this small. It don't count if it makes me look bad at town hall. So go ahead, run your mouth, but I'll be sitting here scrolling sound. Just cause it's true don't mean it's right. If I ain't say it, it ain't seeing daylight.
And I just want it to be known that just because somebody says something doesn't make it factually true.
Now I ain't calling names, God forbid, I'm just saying you lied. Like a little bit. You brought facts, well that's cute. But around here we prefer quieter truth. Or maybe one that don't rock the boat, or mention folks wearing a uniform coat. I'm all for speaking freedom and such, but if you speak facts, you're doing too much.
Let's call it what it is. It was salary fraud. A detective was paid for time that he didn't work. His vehicle was cleaned with taxpayer money. Sick time was manipulated. On-call schedules were padded.
Sure, maybe I zoned out a bit during the audit, or that dog thing, whatever it is. But when I talk, you better respect, even if I contradict myself mid-sentence.
It's negligent upon us that if a speaker gets up and
I absorb what I absorb, I know it's true. I've got no plan, but I'll scold you. This ain't Boston, we don't throw fists, we just make you disappear off the minutes list. So mind your tone and don't be loud. This is small town gaslighting makes us proud. If you want truth, go knock on the door. Here we absorb and pretend we saw more.
I sit here meeting after meeting and absorb what I absorb, and that's fine. But I think it's negligent upon us that if a speaker gets up and they spread disinformation.
You're an idiot. And I'm going to explain why you're an idiot.
I'm going home. My mom wants me home. I love you guys. Bye.
And the night ended with me driving Colin Albert home.
Yo, I was in the house, no doubt, no cap. Kicking with the fam, playing Who's the Rat. Might have said the porch or the basement couch, but wherever I was, yo, I was in the house. Yeah, I pulled up late with a natty in hand. Had my hoodie on tight like, yo, I got a plan. Was it 10, was it midnight, or a fever dream bounce? Don't ask too much, bruh, I was in the house. Was in the house, yeah, you know that's facts. Didn't leave no prints, just vibes and snacks. Forget the timeline, throw that out. All I know is Colin was in the house. They say, where'd you go, bro? Did you hop in a car? Like maybe with Caitlin to drop a girl off far? Nah, I just chilled, maybe petted a dog. Then I magically vanished like a Snapchat log. Said I came back down, 7:05. Then I changed my mind, yo, I meant 8 to 5. Don't sweat the switch up or memory droughts, cause the one thing that's solid, I was in the house. He was in the house, even if the car's gone. He was in the house, even if the footage wrong. He was in the house, getting Google from a phone. He was in the house, just leave the boy alone. I drove him there, then maybe picked him up. Timeline wild like Higgins in a duffel truck. Dropped some girls off, then looped back around. Got more alibis than stop signs in this town. Yo, no need for records or surveillance doubt. Just take it on faith that Colin was in the house. Yeah,
I believe.
shout out to Fairview CPD and the porch ghost. To every donut box timeline that somehow just vanished. Hip to every witness can't
I didn't
recall.
realize he was there. I said, hey, what are you doing here? He said, oh, I just come by to see Brian, but my ride's on its way. I'm about to leave. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, all right, see ya. And he just kind of continued on. I think he must have went out the door.
Folks, apparently I was muted. What you just saw was the number 2 song in our list. It was like a blackout hangover you try to subpoena. It was recorded live at 34 Fairview and Eagle Drive and maybe in the backseat of Allie's car, and it was mixed poorly by everyone involved. That track answered the age-old question, was he in the house? With confident, timeless response. Probably, maybe early, maybe later than I said. That was Colin was in the house. Up next, taking the 3 spot, is a song that's got more stops than a drunk Uber driver with trust issues. It's Allie McCabe with her smash hit, Driving My Night Away, featuring cameos by Life 360, Avery, Danielle, a stray dog, and the magical Canton High School parking lot where dreams and alibis are born. Roll the footage and don't forget to buckle up unless you're Allie. She prefers swerving through timelines. This one is Driving My Night Away.
Got my hair in a clip, keys in my hand. Gassed up the car, got no solid plan. Stopped at Canton PD, no one saw me go. Guess Since the cameras died on that late night show. Went ghost for a bit, then my phone lit up. Swung by Eagle Drive, smooth calling up. Then back to the scene for a mystery loop. Was it to help or to cover the group? I'm driving my night away, down every line, fifth lane, swerving through questions like I can't feel shame. From County to Fairview, I'm vanish on cue. Ask me what happened, I'll change it for you. Call me lost, call me slick, I just call it ballet. I'm alley on the move, driving my night away. Got the girls in the car, we're rolling deep. Danielle's in the back, Gaby's half asleep. We're cruising through town with a backseat crew. Ooh. We're cruising through town with a backseat crew, dropping folks off while I change up my troop. One trip, two trips, who's counting, babe? Not the Commonwealth, they believe us McKays. Riding my night away. Have a night away. Driving my night away, down every line, fill lane, swerving through questions like I can't feel shame. From County to Fairview, I'll vanish on cue. Ask me what happened, I'll change it for you. You got a life 360, then you better not play. I'm highly on the move, driving my night away. Driving my night away.
And now it's time to pay some bills.
Careful. Once you have had a Prixon cider, you will want it all night.
And now, the newest song on our charts, the power ballad that broke hearts, phones, and the collective patience of most of the public. It's Allie and Colin's tear-jerking duet, We Weren't There. Spoiler alert, neither of them were anywhere. Or were they? Everywhere. They have range, baby, emotionally and geographically. It's a timeless love song about ghosting the truth.
I just drove around with my girls and a pup. Saved a dog, dropped him off, filled my kindness cup. I brought him to the police station. I swear it's all true. Why there's no footage, that's not up to you.
I was barely there, I was chilling just past. Was it 10 or 11? The memories don't last. I don't think I saw John, can't really say. But if I did, I'd just quietly walk away.
He was not at the house when John was there, so I drove him home.
We weren't there, no, not that night. Not on the porch or in the light. If someone died, we send our care. But we weren't there, we swear. Like 360, that app lies. It glitches out, look at the skies.
I was driving, maybe parked, maybe back at home before it got dark. Mike Leonetti house, yeah, I think I was. But time gets fuzzy when you're just because. Ally picked me up, yeah, maybe so. Was I buzzed? Was it snow? I don't really know. We weren't there.
I always tell the truth.
Look how we care, but we weren't there. Pinky swear.
I just want my name back in peace at last. Please forget those texts from the group chat past. Danielle and Avery, they'll vouch for me.
I drove Avery and Danielle home. I went somewhere else.
As long as we sing before we're on TV.
You say I was inside, you sure about that? Maybe I was, or maybe that's just chat. But if I were near, I'd never tell. 'Cause loose lips in Canton ring the doorbell to hell.
We weren't there, let the rumors fly. You want the truth, well so do I. Let's change the tale, let's slick our hair. But we weren't there, just don't care.
Can you rephrase that question? Not that I remember.
That was We Weren't There. Originally a Canton classic. This one's been re-released from an album that contained bonus tracks like I Don't Recall. That wasn't factually correct. And the fan favorite, Nobody at BPD Told Me Nothing, except maybe about that day shift. It's a chilling reminder that a memory is a tricky thing, especially when careers and cross-examinations are on the line. Now spin those wheels and your testimony, because we're cruising down false memory lane with Boston PD's very own Kelly Dever. And if this one doesn't stick in your head, don't worry. It's probably still stuck in the evidence lockup. Lost in Memory Lane.
I took an oath, wore the badge. Now I'm sitting in this chair with a memory gone bad. Told the feds I saw something strange that night. 2 cops in the Sally Port lingering tight. But then came the timeline all shiny and new. And poof, like that, my memory withdrew. I saw the chief and Higgins too. But the facts got washed and the footage flew. If I stepped to what I said back then, I'd be dragging down 2 of the boys in men's den. So I did what I had to, retracted clean. In this badge-worn play I slipped between. I showed up for justice, left with the rays. Now I speak in riddles and legal cliches. Truth gets slippery when there's rank and pay, and I sure ain't working midnights today. I retracted in good faith, don't call me insane. I'm just walking down false memory lane. So I said it was a false memory, just a trick that my mom played on me. And when the facts didn't fit, I let them fade. Truth's easier to bend when you're getting paid. Now I work the daylight, wear a Boston blue, telling stories about the truth I never knew. I don't recall, hell I barely blink. They fed me the facts, told me what to think. For 25,000 don't come for free, but they'll tell you I earned it ethically. No pressure, no whispers, no secret prize, just a quiet little race for switching sides. I showed up for justice, left with the rays. Now I'm speaking riddles and legal cliches. Truth gets slippery when there's rent and pay, and I sure ain't working midnights today. I retracted in good faith, don't call me insane. I'm just walking down false billboards.
I don't know why I'm here. I have no connection to this case.
That was False Memory Lane. Reporting from the trunk of Brian Albert Jr.'s missing car, you know, the one that had more mileage by sunrise than his whole family admits. This one's an anthem with a hook. It's Free Karen Reed, featuring anyone with a conscience and not a badge. This track makes me want to throw my subpoena in the air like I just don't care. And this was the first one that I did last year. And this is what we're ending with. Free Karen Reed.
In a small town, the whisper spread like wildfire. Karen Reed stood alone, tangled in the wire. Accused of a crime she swears she didn't commit. She's fighting for justice, not ready to quit. Oh, Karen Reed, hold your head high. Through the stormy nights, under a troubled sky. Innocence in your eyes, truth in your heart. Keep walking the path, you'll make a brand new start. With a courtroom of eyes and a jury of peers, she's shedding the doubts, facing all fears. Her story's unfolding piece by piece. She's seeking the truth, longing for peace. Oh, Karen Reed, hold your head high. Through the stormy nights, under a troubled sky. Innocence in your eyes, truth in your heart. Keep walking the path, you'll make a brand new start. With a courtroom of eyes and a jury of peers, she's shedding the doubts, facing all her fears. Her story's unfolding piece by piece. She's seeking the truth, longing for peace. The road is long and the nights are cold, but courage is stronger than lies ever told. In the end, the truth will prevail. Karen's spirit won't fail. Oh, Karen Reed, hold your head high. Through the stormy nights, under a troubled sky. Innocence in your eyes, truth in your heart. Keep walking the path, you'll make a brand new start. Oh, Karen Reed. In a town where shadows try to take her down, Karen Reed's fighting to turn it around. With every step, she's closer to the light. In her heart, she knows she'll win this fight.
That was Free Karen Reed. That's it for tonight's Chronk's greatest hits, where the testimony is spicy, the cover stories are moldy, and the alibis are deeply, profoundly unavailable. I'm Dixie Normus, signing off, reminding you, always record your ride, never trust a group chat, and if someone says we weren't there, they probably were. Good night, Canton, good night, Chronks, and good luck at roll call tomorrow. See you guys.
Chronicle crew, we're on the street, digging up truth with fire and heat. Select board sweating, boots are loud. We ask the questions, they're not allowed. Lang's got affidavits full of holes, while Boozy's digging, bless her soul. Jen and Carrie changing tales. We track the texts and read the trails. Police reports that disappear. We say the stuff they fear to hear. Canton strong and snarky too. Connor Bull's coming right for you.